What's up, you guys? UFO Proof here. All right, so well, we were right. I just want to throw that out. First things first, we were fucking right. I'm going to have the link in the description or in the comment section on YouTube if you care to join and jump in on the conversation. But we are discussing exactly what happened earlier with the Pentagon and their release of their information on UFOs, because this is big. This is a big deal. So I figured I got to just do another hangout about it, because this is just too much. I just posted a video about it, so hopefully you guys got a chance to check that out. If not, well, we're going to be discussing it on here anyway. Hopefully this is going out live. I do not know. I will go and find out. I'm going to go post the link in the comment section on YouTube. So if you care to join, feel free to. All right. So boom, I believe we are live. There we go. And the link is up. Hopefully it works. We have been having tons of problems with this lately. I don't know what's going on with stupid YouTube, but they've been a pain in the ass lately. It seems to be working the past couple times though. So let me pop out the chats here. What up, Seeker? How you doing, buddy? Harry Tao, doing good? Yes, this is big news. The Seeker saying big news, huh? Yes, it certainly is. What up, Timothy? Timothy Chasteen. Am I saying that right? I'm sure I'm fucking that all up. What's up, buddy? So we are discussing the excellent news today that came out about the UFOs. And hey, there he is. What up, brother? Oh, sorry, headphones. Did not see on there. All right. So that's one of my issues is I have to have my headphones on to actually hear anything. What's up, Cyrus?
Hey, dude.
So
working.
Oh, what are you working on? Which one?
Putting the wings on the Goblin.
On the Goblin? Let me see. Hang on, let me get you on big screen. Oh, that's sick, dude. Look at that little thing, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
I put the hole for the camera in it.
Oh, good deal, dude.
That's for the camera. So I'm almost done with the wing.
And where's the propeller? Just is that for on back? Just
yeah,
that
it'll be back here.
Yeah, right there.
Right there.
Brushless motor. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Cobra brushless motor.
Oh, that's sick, dude. So Cyrus, what are your after today? I'm sure you've gone over some other stuff about the Pentagon and everything. What have you taken away from this?
I guess it still remains to be determined what the impact of this is. The New York Times story is a bit more ambivalent. The story that's in Political is basically saying, well, by 2012, everybody lost interest in it, and they weren't really finding anything out, so the funding dried up and they closed the program. So I guess, you know, over the coming days and weeks, we're going to find out more about what's going on.
Yeah, you know, I think, I mean, the two stories, I think, the Political and the New York Times story, I think just go hand in hand with each other. I think the Political story tried to, you know, kind of downplay it a little bit. However, I'm going to disagree with that and say for anybody else in the UFO field, this is a big fucking deal. All right. Only because the government has clearly lied to us for how many years, saying they do not investigate UFOs. All right, they don't do it. It's done. You know, they came out and decided that UFOs do not pose a threat to national security, and so there is no reason to investigate this phenomenon any further. They investigated it for 20 years, and they're like, all right, so we're done. Yet everyone said, no, they're still investigating them. You know, these guys are full of shit, man. You know, the Men in Black, all this bullshit. And it turns out this is absolutely true. They did investigate it. And I don't think that this program that they had hidden in the Pentagon is the only one of its kind. I think there's got to be. I mean, if it was, if they had that with a budget of $22 million, that
ain't much.
There's got to be other.
DOD.
That ain't much. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not much at all.
Of one F-22.
You know, I mean, dude, that's the cost of how much it like costs to send a fucking box of paper clips to Utah, dude. When it comes to the fucking Pentagon, fuck, dude, those douchebags, man. Seeker saying they still doesn't mean that they know they're going to be telling the truth. No, that's true, or that they're now going to be telling the truth. Exactly. You know, what up, Adele? How you doing, buddy? Yes, that's not shit. Yeah, exactly. You know, the $22 million ain't fucking shit. But they gave them $22 million for that one little program. And I'm saying that if you're giving $22 million for a program like that, then you got some money somewhere else invested into another program goes even further than that. I mean, there's got to be a program that is not under, you know, congressional control. You get what I'm saying? Like the Congress.
That wouldn't be legal.
What you duh? I mean, fuck, dude. Shit. Come on, man. There's a million things that they do that's not fucking legal, you know. And I believe they could in fact fund entire programs with black money that doesn't really have congressional oversight.
Well, okay.
And start an entire program.
It was well. That's where the 22 million came out of the black budget. Yeah, pulling it out of the black budget, that's legal.
You know, that is legal, but
you did see that it was who was the congressman or hold on, I gotta look
Henry Reid
again.
Or Harry Reid, whatever.
Harry Reid.
Mm-hmm.
So the mandate actually came from Congress to take the program on.
Yeah, you know, and I'm saying that they probably have a program that has no congressional oversight, that somebody in the CIA created the program or somebody in the NSA or something like that. And just take, you know, because once they get their check, they distribute the money how they see fit, you know, once they approve their money for them, they do what they want, how they see fit. And then they fucking answer for it later, you know, which is, they can do basically whatever the fuck they want to do. I mean, that's what's fucked up. But with knowing how all the other programs that they have money invested to and stuff like that, that doesn't have congressional oversight. You know, and I mean, they can go and do military actions that have no congressional oversight, that were like the Congress and people didn't even know that this was fucking happening. And we have military troops going places doing shit, you know, that's completely illegal. You know, but does happen. We don't fucking find out till after the fact. And then we're apologizing and fucking paying motherfuckers off, you know, but it does seem to happen. And so I would think that something like this, because it is considered a threat when you're invading American airspace, you know, when you're invading American airspace, hell, you know, they're going to consider it a threat. You know, if you're, you know, flying satellites over, you know, they're going to consider it a threat. It's like, well, it's not good for the nation and our security. They're still going to be interested in it, you know? So why wouldn't you be interested in the UFO phenomenon? I mean, for a fact, UFOs fly around America in our airspace. They absolutely exist. I don't know where they come from or what's inside of them, you know, but they absolutely do exist. And I'm talking, these are metal fucking solid craft that can do amazing fucking things. And yet there's nothing we can do about it. To think that they wouldn't be investigating something like that is, I think it just doesn't seem to make sense, especially with all the money that they waste on every other thing that they want to go and investigate and all the other crazy shit that they want to do. For them not to investigate something that's so, I mean, like it has so much impact, you know, in the world that it would be, you know, detrimental if, you know, it was found out that these things do exist or whatever, or another country comes out and admits it or something like that, you know? I mean, like, wouldn't you think that they would have some kind of program to ensure that we know what's going on first before some other country?
You would think. I think it said in the article that, I think Harry Reid said that, you know, we're behind other countries as far as this kind of thing goes. I think he said that the Russians have a program, And it's well known that the French have had a program. The French government has had a program for years and years and years.
Oh yeah. You know, yeah, Adhill, you can actually check out the video that I just posted. It's about 15 minutes long. If you don't want to watch the Hangouts, I go over the article and stuff like that. And I just posted it, and I actually show the video and everything. So for everyone else, you guys, if you don't know what we're talking about or whatever, go and check out the video I just posted. I basically just read out the article from New York Times, show the video and stuff. So kind of like break it down for you guys. And then because we already did the live, that was the first thing we did was do the live. We did the Hangouts on it. So there wasn't too much we needed to go over to in the video, but I figured I would just put it out just to give you guys kind of like the newspaper's story, you know. So, but yeah, I mean, Gulfman is saying it was on the BBC News London about the Pentagon. Look at that shit, dude. Google UFO in the Times. Exactly. Gas mask, look up breaking FA Super Hornet UFO with audio. Yeah, that's actually on the video that I just posted. Excuse me. So yeah, that kind of breaks down all the fucking all the details for everything. UFO bro, what up, buddy? He's saying, I think the government is hiding UFO info for their benefit. There is a lot of money to be made with alien technology. That's absolutely right. What up, the Mexican? You know, I mean, Cyrus, what do you think that, you know, wouldn't it make sense that they would, you know, not only conceal any information that was, you know, learned from, you know, extraterrestrial technology, that they would conceal it, but they would in fact make, you know, a program to ridicule and debunk and try to, you know, ostracize and shame anyone into believing that, just in order to help keep and guard this secret. Yeah,
the motive is there. I mean, you know,
exactly. Why wouldn't
I don't know if we're able to get a conviction on that, but the motive is there.
That's true. The motive is definitely there. Yes, we might not be able to get a conviction, but yes, the motive is there. It seems to make perfect sense to me and to, I mean, to you, obviously. That's what they would do. But of course, once again, you know, we have very little evidence to go on. However, more pieces of evidence keep coming up, and it's the circumstantial evidence is stacking up in favor of us being correct about, you know, everything. I mean, and the fact that, you know, just the fact that UFOs exist. I mean, that's the one thing that just blows my mind is why not at least admit that UFOs exist? Do you think it's because people would automatically assume that UFOs are in fact aliens and that they're and if you admit UFOs are real, then you have to, you know, people would have to accept that maybe abductions are real. And if that's the case, then you're saying that basically aliens can come in, kidnap you, butt probe you, and there's nothing that you or your government can do about it. You know, is that what's preventing them from admitting UFOs actually exist?
I don't know. I mean, at this point, how many years of science fiction movies? I mean, pretty much everybody in this chat, everybody under the age of 50 grew up with science fiction movies about aliens their whole life. I was what, 7 or 8 years old when Close Encounters came out, and it's been in the popular culture since at least then. So I don't know how much of a culture shock it really would be.
I agree, right?
Yeah.
You know, Cyrus has an excellent point, man. You know, because of everything that we've, like he said, everyone under 50 has grown up with this in their mind. Like it's not, it just, I don't know anyone who's embarrassed to say that they believe in UFOs anymore, you know, like to somebody, I mean, like, you know, people will like, you know, do you believe in UFOs? Anytime they ask me that, they're asking me because they want to tell me that they believe in UFOs too. You know, like they'll see my shirt, UFO proof and stuff like that. Just when I'm out on the street or grocery store or something, people be like, oh, they're like, hey, you believe in UFOs? I'm like, yeah, sure, of course. And they're like, oh man, yeah, you know, I saw this or I saw that or whatever, you know, like, it's like, I don't have anyone, you know, coming in, oh, you believe in UFOs, like laughing at me like I'm an idiot anymore. As much as it was back in the day, like I can't even remember the last time somebody had done that. But you know, and this is just within the past like 5-6 years, you know, there's been a dramatic shift. So I could see there being a shift in the whole, you know, like in the whole country, you know, like there's just a whole dynamic shift of everything. And it just seems to be speeding up faster and faster, you know, kind of like Moore's law, you know. And then with all the UFO information that's already been put out there, like Cyrus is saying, for years and years and years, that it wouldn't really affect someone of my age, you know, or Cyrus's age. It wouldn't really affect like a millennial. Like I think we would all just be like, well, duh, you know, like fucking. It's only common sense that aliens exist. All right, and so for us to say, well, yeah, aliens exist. However, they are not more advanced than us. That's the problem. That's what people, you know, like SETI say, you know, is that aliens exist, but they can't possibly be more advanced than we are, because that would mean that they could have a technology that would allow them to travel to Earth, where they're like, that's simply not possible. You know, that's the problem with those fucking guys, man. And it's like, you got to be able to accept that, yes, there's most likely life out there. Yes, there's most likely intelligent life out there. And in fact, they could be older than us and far more advanced than we are. And so possibly traveling to another planet might not be impossible for them like it is for us right now. And that's only right now. Everybody knows in the future it will be possible. We will be able to get to other planets and stars. Without a doubt, this will happen. So it's only a matter of time thing. It's a time limitation, not a straight up impossibility forever and always, you know, like that will, you know, that it's not set in stone. We will be able to get to other planets one day. So why not have other extraterrestrials be able to do the same thing? And in fact, sending out probes throughout the universe, investigating it, and one of them just happened to come onto Earth. I mean, it fucking makes sense to me, man. You know?
Yeah, if it's extraterrestrials.
If it's extraterrestrials.
And Jacques Vallée is wrong.
Well, I mean, you know, in Jacques Vallée's, you know, it could be interdimensional, you know. I mean, it could be.
I would lean more toward that explanation because, oh gosh, there goes the ESPN thing. Hold on, mute. There we go. Who won? Oh, I don't care. It's not a Washington team. Anyway, back to the subject. Yeah, so it's like Arthur C. Clarke said, you know, and this was 1980, he said this, you know, NORAD has radars that can pick up anything bigger than a pencil in Earth orbit. I think if like a real extraterrestrial race shows up, it's going to be like the first 20 minutes of Independence Day. I mean, we're going to know real quick, and it's going to be like the giant mothership comes into orbit over Earth, and everybody on the whole planet will see it. This is just, I mean, yeah, I'm speculating, but you know,
okay.
Right. I mean, if they have technology that's even a few hundred years ahead of us, we'd be able to detect them. We could detect, and I think I read somewhere that the energy signature just from our own space shuttle could be detected all the way from Pluto. We have the instrumentation to be able to pick that up. So if anything was putting out an energy signature anywhere within the orbit of Pluto, we're going to be able to pick that up and detect it. In fact, I just recently I read an article where a radio astronomer was saying that if somebody was standing on a crater on the moon with a cell phone and powered it up and was transmitting, it would be so powerful on some of their radio telescopes that it would burn it out. So the stuff they have is very, very sensitive.
Yeah, exactly. It is sensitive to you know, to our you know, picking up the electromagnetic fields and stuff like that. You know, it is sensitive to that. However, if something is using nothing to fly, all right, if you're not using, you know, a power source that's like this, say you were literally slingshot like we do, you know?
Mhm.
And the craft, it could be flying fucking who knows how fast, whatever. And it doesn't have any kind of signature. It has no power source to it, you know? I mean, like if it travels in a you know, in like Bob Lazar claims, you know, that they create their own gravitational field, all right? And they appear on Earth, they're not going to be picked up either. NORAD's not going to pick up something that appears on Earth. It doesn't have the instrumentation to do that because it's not pointing at Earth, you know?
I think we're on the verge of being able to detect that as well, because I forget the name of the program, but we now have that instrument that's able to pick up gravity waves caused by collapsing pulsars tens of thousands of light years away. So if something like a spaceship is using a warp drive to create its own gravitational field, I would suspect that we'd be able to pick it up with an installation.
Well, yeah, because once you've figured out how to discern where these interruptions in gravitational waves are coming from, you know, like when you're able to discern, like, oh yeah, well, this wave came from this place or came from this star, whatever, you know, because you're going to have the issue of this has got to be happening all the time. Gravity waves are constantly hitting us. And we know that they're hitting us. And the reason we're able to detect them is that, you know, at the LHAC or whatever, the installation that actually detects them, they measured the distances between lasers and mirrors, and they move like fucking like atoms and shit like that, like very, very, like they just like the size of like a fucking like inside a nucleus, you know, like it just barely moves, but they can measure it. But that's how they were able to tell. But I mean, like they don't know where the waves are coming from, you know, they could be coming from anywhere. But should they able to, like, you know, advance the machine a little bit more, then yes, they might be able to detect gravitational waves and stuff like that, the disturbances in it. And there again, and if they did, maybe they would detect UFOs all the time. You know, maybe, you know, it's like, it might not go one way, it might go the other way. It might say, holy shit, fucking actually there's all kinds of disturbances that are popping up all over Earth, like all the fucking time. In fact, they might be UFOs, you know, like, so, I mean, it could literally go either way, you know? Gas's Mask is saying, I was thinking maybe HARP had something to do with tracking or interfering with the craft. You know, HARP is for it's for telecommunications. All right, it's for them to see if they could actually run like radio signals through the magnetosphere instead of bouncing them off of satellites. It was just another way to see if they could communicate like around the Earth and bypass using satellites, so other people couldn't like track their shit and stuff like that. You know, I mean, HARP is not as like cool as what everyone thinks, how it's controlling weather in people's minds and stuff like that. I mean, it does have cool capabilities, you know, but HARP also doesn't even exist anymore. The shit got shut down. It stopped getting funding a while ago, dude.
They shut it down a few years ago.
Yeah, a few years ago. And everyone keeps going, oh, HARP. I was like, HARP doesn't even fucking exist anymore. Down. The installations are all shut down, dude. But, you know, and I mean, I don't believe they were able to actually do it, right?
Well, from what I remember, they were using radio frequencies to heat part of the ionosphere, and then kind of like a microwave oven, and they're microwaving part of the ionosphere. Like the D layer, this is stuff you learn in ham radio, the D layer of the ionosphere, and like raising it or something.
I don't believe they were successful in actually passing telecommunications through the ionosphere or the magnetosphere or something like that. Like, because that was like the whole goal of what they were set out to do, is to study that and to see if they were actually capable of it. I believe they were in fact incapable. They could not in fact do it. But I think it's Tesla's death ray weather manipulation. Of course you do, Sean. Duh. But yeah, that's what, you know, that's all HARP is. Although, you know what, I could see HARP being repurposed to actually possibly maybe track or detect UFOs. You know, I mean I mean, I could just see how, you know, with the antenna arrays like that and how they have them set up or whatever, that they might be able to detect some kind of interference with them. And, you know, if you had a couple more installations around the earth that were all connected together, you know, it's possible. I mean, maybe, but, you know, then again, who knows, you know, and also you have to consider the way that something might travel, you know, and like us, we discover new, not just new things, but new physics all the time. Like our physics evolve constantly, and our new understanding of stuff constantly evolves to places where we absolutely believed 100% could not go, that it did not make sense to us. And then fucking next thing you know, 20 years, 50 years, 100 years later, all of a sudden, oh, that makes sense. You know, I mean, at one time, people didn't believe you could go faster than 55 miles an hour because it would suck the air out of your lungs. People actually believe that. All right. Back in like in the 1700s or something, you know, they thought all trains would have to go less than 55 miles an hour or whatever because you wouldn't be able to breathe on it. So I mean, like just our ideas and stuff, it seems so solid and believable right now, but these things change. Our understandings of physics change. New insights are opened up to us, and we have to change our whole belief system with, you know, a simple discovery. You know, a simple mathematical equation can change everything. You know, E equals MC squared could change, you know, changed everything. A new united field theory could change everything once again. So, I mean, you know, you have to make these considerations before you would go and shut down the whole, oh, well, you know, we can't, that we would be able to detect them. Or, I mean, like, who would use for communication when, you know, like that doesn't seem to even make sense to me anymore, that's what, you know, that's what they're going to go and look for when saying, oh yeah, this is how, you know, everyone knows that you're going to be limited by the, you know, by the speed of light, and who knows how far radio transmissions can even venture before they might actually erode away once they get, what if it happens if they erode away through the void, you know? They do.
There's actually I forget the exact name of it, but it's basically, there is a horizon beyond which we cannot see. I think at the present time in our universe, we can still see the leftover background radiation from the Big Bang, but at some point in the future, that will be beyond the horizon, and we will not be able to detect that anymore. And it is potentially, there are parts of the universe that are beyond the horizon, and we'll never be able to detect those parts of the universe. Never.
Yeah, I mean, like, think about that, like the red shift, you know, and when you get to the red shift, and for everyone who doesn't know what that is, that's when we look out into space, we're actually looking back in time. And like the further you look back, the further back in time you're actually looking. And we get to a point, astronomers all get to a point where what they call the red shift. That's when you look so far back, everything is red for some reason. And they don't know why, you know, but every single
They do know why.
They you know, well, why
it's exactly going away from us because the universe is expanding. Edwin Hubble figured that out.
Yeah, but why is it red?
Because light, it's the same as sound. Like if you hear a train coming towards you, the sound, let's see, hold on. It's a Doppler shift. So it's a Doppler shift. As a galaxy that's far away from us is moving away from us, the light that's coming from that galaxy is shifted into the red. And it's a Doppler shift, the same as like a truck or a car passing you on the road. You'll hear the Doppler shift in the sound as it goes by. It's the exact same phenomenon, but instead of sound waves, it's light waves.
Okay, so it's light waves. All right, so, oh, thank you, Cooper. Fucking super chat. Yes, you're the man, buddy. So you're the fucking man, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. No, so when it goes into the to the redshift, all right, this is the earliest times of the universe, all right, but they can't see like exactly what's in like the redshift. Like they don't know like what the specs are, if they're stars or if they're galaxies or anything, anything like that. Like they're not able to uh calculate like what goes on beyond the redshift. I sometimes wonder if it is a, another dimension. Once you get to, go ahead.
I was going to mention this before. You hear them talk about dark matter. Dark matter is really just a placeholder name. They call it dark matter because we don't know what it is, but it makes up 70%. I think it's 70% of the known universe. In order to keep the universe from flying apart, there is a theory that dark matter is in fact gravity from matter that's in parallel universes to ours, leaking through into our universe and affecting mass that's in our universe. But it's matter that's in other universes, but the gravity can leak through. We don't know if that's what causes it.
And that's actually, and I've heard the same thing. And the theory, I've heard it actually reversed for gravity in our universe, that it is something that is actually leaking from another a parallel universe coming over here, which is why gravity is so strange. It's so weak over here. Like they're like, gravity should actually be a lot stronger, but it is in fact not. It is so fucking weak. All of us we can beat gravity, but just by lifting our arms, like it's super weak over here. And they're like, maybe it's because it's actually traveling through from another parallel dimension, and that's actually weakening it up to the point where it's what it's at here, And so yeah, that's actually the same theory, just flipped over for gravity coming back to us, But yeah, that's definitely fucking interesting. Arthur saying shit be leaking over. Yeah, right, exactly. Franco saying my background is in physics, bro. Fuck yeah, dude, love physics, man. So and Cooper, thank you, buddy. I fucking appreciate it, man. I'm gonna have to jump off of here, man. But how many viewers we got? We got 28 viewers. Okay, I'm gonna go and pick up my girl, and then I'm probably just gonna jump back on. So if you're still up, you guys are still around. I'm just gonna jump back on again because I want to continue this conversation. Cyrus, are you gonna be on up still? I'll probably be like,
I have to get permission.
Get permission, shit, dude. Yeah, me too, man. So I feel you on that one, man. So yeah, there's a chance I might not be back on, but hopefully I will be, because I want to continue this shit. So I gotta go pick up my girl, you guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys. UFO Proof out. It seems to be working the past couple times though. So let me pop out the chats here. Hey, what up, Seeker? How you doing, buddy? Harry Toe, doing good? Yes, this is big news. The Seeker saying big news, huh? Yes, it certainly is. What up, Timothy? Timothy Chasteen. Am I saying that right? I'm sure I'm fucking that all up. What's up, buddy? So we are discussing the excellent news today that came out about what's up, you guys? UFO Proof here. All right, so well, we were right. I just want to throw that out first things first. We were fucking right. I'm going to have the link in the description or in the comment section on YouTube if you care to join and jump in on the conversation. But we are discussing exactly what happened earlier with the Pentagon and their release of their information on UFOs, because this is big. This is a big deal. So I figured I got to just do another hangout about it, because this is just too much. I just posted the UFOs and hey, there he is. What up, brother? Oh, sorry, headphones. not see on there. All right. So that's
Yeah.
one of my issues is I have to have my headphones on to actually hear anything. What's up, Cyrus?
Hey, dude.
So
Working.
what are you working on? Which one?
Putting the wings on the goblin.
On the goblin? Let me see. Hang on, let me get you on big screen. Oh, that's sick, dude. Look at that little thing, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
I put the hole for the camera in it.
Oh, good deal, dude.
That's for the camera. So I'm almost done with the wing.
And where's the propeller? Just is that for on back? Just
Yeah,
that
it'll be back
Yeah,
here.
right there.
Right there.
Brushless motor. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Cobra brushless motor.
Oh, that's sick, dude. So Cyrus, what are your after today? I'm sure you've gone over some other stuff about the Pentagon and everything. What have you taken away from this?
I guess it still remains to be determined what the impact of this is.
A video about it, so hopefully you guys got a chance to check that out. If not, well, we're going to be discussing it on here anyway. Hopefully this is going out live. I do not know. I will go and find out. I'm going to go post the link in the comment section on YouTube. So if you care to join, feel free to. All right. So boom, I believe we are live. There we go. And the link is up. Hopefully it works. We have been having tons of problems with this lately. I don't know what's going on with stupid YouTube, but they've been a pain in the ass lately.